So we're soon going to get into this. And again, guys, there is another match going on the FACEIT stream at the same time. Make sure you subscribe to the main channel. Sorry, follow the main channel. Because we're hoping to give away a field-tested HAL, bayonet, Crimson Red minimal wear. And do we have an invisible Smiths? Where is he? Number 9. I can't even click him. I think Smiths is bugged actually, which is going to be interesting. His go-to video. Oh, you can see, look, he's invisible. You can just see him over to the right there. So we'll see how this continues. I think Happy's just decided to play that area on the back of the site there, but he's going to go down. He's going to be the first to go down actually. shox will be soon to follow. We've got a bugged flamie as well. So 2 invisible players. Good start. And that's going to be a clean first round for NaVi. We had this invisible thing happen the other day actually, but I don't remember what the resolution was. Anyway, into the second round. So we've got some aggression here from both sides, trying to keep control of the this is called T main actually. That's the official name for it, but people call it long or B long or whatever they want to call it. Not much going on here for Smiths. NBK trying to find out some information. Invisible flamie. I don't even know what's going on there. Alright, flamie's going to find himself a frag. And it's advantage NaVi at the moment. Happy will get 1D again. Almost takes down Zeus actually. Pop flash coming in from Smiths behind Happy, so he can continue to face. 2 CTs left versus the 3 Ts. They won't pick up any rifles just yet. flamie down to 3 HP. Zeus, they're both within 1 hit distance. There's a first hit onto Zeus. Pulls out his knife at an inopportune moment. Good damage done by Envy. I might quickly switch to another GoTV to see if it fixes this invisible problem between rounds, so you'll have to bear with me for that. As you can see, there is this invisible man running in front of one of the players there. Okay, so push coming in from NaVi once again. Standard eco here from Envy, and only Smiths will survive. While Smiths is the only one, we might move to another GoTV quickly, actually. She'll get to that in a second. Oh, Smiths has appeared now, and that's good. See if flamie's still not working. Unfortunately, he's standing above seized. In case there is a boost coming in from the CTs, they'll make sure they won't get naded. So he's going to continue to be invisible for now. But 3-0, good start here from the NaVi side. Smoke's going towards the long area, maybe. I'm quite curious to see where this is going to end up. We'll have a look at what player is over there in a second. In fact, we are going to see the players just back up. Let's have a look at where that smoke landed. Oh wow, look at that. That's a complete denial of information there. Meanwhile, trades coming in around the site. shox will fall to the flames of seized. It's an interesting trade. kioShiMa going down on long. That's going to be the B-bomb site clear. Remaining 2 players. Being occupied by Guardian at the moment. Being contained. Right, so the hunt is going to come out for the NaVi side. You can see Edouard making his way all the way around to T-spawn, which is where he might pick himself up a Smiths actually. running with his pistol out. The AWP might have got him the kill there, but hindsight is 20/20 after all. Okay, and Happy will go down in the death throes of that round. Now, at some point, we should have a brief pause coming in, so I can try and change Go TVs, see if that fixes the issue. Probably the end of this round, as flamie is still invisible there. So, CT's putting 3 people towards the B bomb site. That will include the drop zone, and Happy will be playing the underpass area, but we've got instant pressure from the T's towards the B bomb site. Again, this is an area where you just see constant, continuous pressure, especially on anti-ecos. Can be a powerful area. Flank coming in from C's from the drop zone. Looking to find himself some more CTs, making sure he doesn't get flanked. He won't find a frag onto Happy, however. Down to 2 versus 2 once again. More Deagles coming out here for both sides. He's trying to contribute himself, but he'll get behind the wall and he'll be allowed to reload his gun. Happy just gonna force the aggression here. He's picked up an AK as well. Gonna find the first frag onto Zeus. That's a bomb as well. There's a minute on the clock here for Edouard to try and recover this round. He'll just wait for Happy to show himself, and then that will be that. Okay, so there's a pause coming in, so bear with me guys while I quickly change Go TVs. Dun, dun, dun. This is all very exciting. And we're back. Marvelous. Now let's see. We have a flamie. Hey, look, he's even visible. That's awesome. And so is Smith's. Marvelous. Let's go. Okay, now we can cast the game properly. Good stuff. Again, the numbers for the CT is going to be over towards the B bomb site. And we can see 2 Ts moving passively towards B. Again, NaVi sees just peeking. He's going for the jump peek just in case there's a fast boost from the CTs there. Just very carefully using all the angles. You can see NaVi are well drilled on this map now. Slowly taking control towards middle, the underpass area. As flamie gets the first headshot onto shox. Happy is on the auto sniper. Let's actually have a look at where he is playing it. He's playing a kind of connected rotation area, but he's going to go down to Seized, who took control of it earlier on. flamie taking down kioShiMa as well. So this is not really working out for Envy at the moment. Only NBK remains. And 5 rounds on the board already for NaVi. This is looking like a bit of a stomping. NBK will find himself 1 frag, but then now he's got 4 people who know where he is. Nice snap onto Zeus, but that's going to be that. Bit of damage done by the CT side, but really they need some rounds. Let's look at the money they are currently left with, which in fact isn't showing. Let's see if it's not one bug, it's another one. Well, we can see the buy that's coming out, or the lack of, really. kioShiMa on the scout, so just a bit of money being spent, keeping them on level pegging in terms of money, pretty much. Some pistols, shox will go for some Kevlar. So on this occasion, they're going to have 4 people closer to the drop zone, kind of stacking it almost, now going for the full B presence, as they have only C's to run distraction towards B, with the rest of the team moving towards A. So with this kind of map control, these choke points are very small indeed for the Envy side, so we should see a very easy round here for NaVi. Again, C's just he's looking for some expected flanks from the CT side, and while he keeps that information, his team will know that the CTs are pretty much coming from one direction. C to take down the first flank at NBK. Take down kioShiMa as well. Will be traded by C's, but Edouard, his position will become a little bit more important. Now they have no eyes from C's towards that connector area. And Envy setting up for exits now. Happy coming through T spawn, and shox has picked up an AK, so he will go for the save. Tag there by Happy, but can he find the last one? Some support coming in for NaVi's Zeus, finding the frag there. So 7 rounds, Smiths has 1 frag, shox has 2 frags, kioShiMa has 2 frags. NBK has 3, Happy has 4. Not a lot really going on for the Envy side at the moment. They've got 12 frags in 7 rounds. And flamie has 10 frags. Never mind the rest of the team. So now we're going to have another buy coming out for the CT side. Happy with the auto sniper looking towards the underpass. Smiths with the auto sniper looking towards the B bomb site. This could be actually really useful if he can avoid the flashbangs. Problem is, the T's can throw the flashes over the wall, which you won't see coming with the scope. So he's almost guaranteed to be blind at some point. And he'll change his position up. That might be better for avoiding those flashbangs, although he will be susceptible to others. Meanwhile, the bomb is headed over towards the A bomb site. Just looking close to the door there. NBK holding down the drop zone for now. 2 frags on him. He's got 12 HP and he will stand his ground. But you can see moving to a more passive position now. Doesn't want to get naded. But just in case there was a momentum-based push there from NaVi, he will hold his ground for a few seconds. So NaVi with 3 players left to... I mean, it's going to be hard for them to win the round at this point, but they can go for as much damage as possible. Which is going to get harder now. shox finds a frag onto Edouard. And this will be a crucial round for Envy, especially because they've got 2 auto snipers. NBK unable to save shox's bacon, leaving Guardian. And we know his output. He could really kill the economy here of Envy if he gets a few frags together, but will he? We'll have to wait and see. I don't know why people drop the bomb in this situation, because they're the only person left. So I don't know what difference it makes. Maybe in case he needs to switch weapon, he doesn't want to switch to a bomb by accident. That's the only reasoning I can see there. So Envy get their first round on the board. I'll have a look at the T economy, excuse me. Starting to get a bit short, but they'll still have maybe 2 buyers if they continue to fail. But again, 7 rounds on the board is a great start here for the C side. Let's have a look and see what the CTs are doing. NBK is going to be holding drop zone again, slightly changing up his position, doesn't want to be predictable. shox is looking through the doors. kioShiMa playing close towards the team main of B. Smith's on the site and Happy pushing around. He's going to get taken down though by Guardian. In fact, Envy lost 2 players already to the 1 of flamie. CTs will be rotating over towards A, where there are 3 players. We might have a late flank here from C's. Hopefully, for his team, he can get there fast enough to really get some damage in. Nice snap there from Guardian. Knows where the second player is as well, but he cannot find the angle in time. NBK going to find himself some frags. kioShiMa coming in for support, but he won't win a duel. NBK goes down as well. And now the C2 economy is reset. And at this point, you really have to expect Envy to get pimp slapped for a few rounds. Lose 7 rounds in a row, win 1 round, then lose the next one. Economy is going to be crap, and they're going to go for the 4th, in fact, and somehow get an AWP out. And shox has been picking up the AWP again as of late. Wasn't feeling consistent with it a few months ago, but seems he is back in action. So you can see him just holding an angle there to avoid the flashbangs, which are coming in. Ooh, he's going to be in trouble now because there's basically a 4-man push into his direction. Happy's going to come in for support there. Where is shox actually? He's still playing around the corner, so he's going to be the support for Happy should he get pushed while he's reloading, etc. Those counter flash coming in as well to try and stop the train. So NaVi lost 1 man. Envy yet to lose 1. NBK taking down C's as well, so this could be another round in the bag for Envy, but 8-1 really. They need a lot more than 1 more. Smith's going to fall there. Really aggressive positions by Envy, but unable to make them work. That pop flash will slow them down towards team main, but for how long? The flank coming in from flamie will be all too real there, taking down NBK. kioShiMa stuck on the back of the site. We'll see if he can get himself 2 frags. You'll hear flamie coming, see his shadow as well, and that will be the cue to find the frag. That Molotov is not going to help him. The bomb going down there with the frag onto Zeus. That's going to leave Edouard in a 1 versus 1. Down to shox with the AWP. That flashbang doesn't seem to catch him, as he is holding a very tight angle. shox should hear Edouard coming into his direction, and he'll hear him running away. Nice snap there by shox to get another round in the bag here for Envy. Okay, so pause coming in. I believe Guardian is about to time out. So while this goes down, maybe we can turn off subscriber mode for a bit. So how are you all doing today? I believe we have 6 FACEIT matches today, 2 going, well, actually could be 5. I think there's 3 more following this hour. Hello everyone. Again guys, in terms of skins, we are hoping to give away a knife today, and a M4A4 Howl, and an Asimov AWP. Just make sure you're following FACEIT TV, and once that gets to 575k, we will be dishing out the goods. We're about 7,000 away, but that's very doable in one day. We can do that. No problem. X-ray is turned on, guys. Look at the glow, look. See? Glow. It's pretty warm today in London. Why would we give away something, someone's asking? Because we appreciate our subscribers. We don't really like drive for subscribers. But when we do raffles, when we do milestone giveaways, we make sure even non-subscribers are included as well. So the Asimov will be an open raffle that everybody can enter. The knife and the Howl will be for subscribers only. But you know, it's overall it's an inclusive raffle, so everyone can win. So make sure you're followed. Make sure you're following FACEIT TV. Excuse me. Anyway, going to be back into this now as the game is unpaused. Full nades on the NaVi side. No AWP for Guardian. kioShiMa going into the blind spot where they're going for the boost here. RNV, but they're not going to find anything from it. Smith's forced away from the area. You can see Molotovs coming in for both sides. Bit of chess going on there, using the mollies to block off part of the board. That pop flash will be well timed there by kioShiMa, just stopping the push from the T's as the Molotov disappears. But seems like the T's might find a way to get into drop zone here. But Smith has pushed and taken down Edouard and flamie. 2 frags coming the way of NaVi as well as Envy go for the flank. They'll try to spray through the smoke, but it won't end up in a frag. Full rotation towards the A site now from NaVi, but will Envy realise what's going on? There's 3 players are still over towards the B bomb site, and again, the choke points between B to A are very narrow indeed, and with 3 players, 1 planting, NaVi should be able to have a reasonable hold here. kioShiMa going for the information play, and he will see that nobody is there once he peeks into team main, and that should be the rotation coming in. NBK with an important first frag, but Zeus going to shoot him straight in the head through the wall. Down to a 2 versus 2 now. And you can see the rotation from Envy. The only thing they have going their way is, well, 2 things. One is the bomb has not been planted yet. 2, they're coming from 2 very different directions, which NaVi may not be expecting. Smiths has to try and bait for as long as possible. kioShiMa, though, announces himself, hasn't been touched yet. And they should be able to close the gap a bit. So he's going to get taken down now, just left to Guardian in a 2 versus 1. The only thing he has to his advantage is Smiths is heavily tagged. He's going to go for the peak. The great timing. You might hear them running as he's left the site. And kioShiMa will find a frag onto him. So kioShiMa will abandon the FAMAS and pick up one of the AKs. And EnVy will find their third round of the match. Alright, NaVi with another buy. Let's have a look at the cash they have left in the bank. See, now the economy is starting to get limited for them. We're seeing some aggression here from the T's, but akin to Inferno, they're just pretty much spraying through the smoke. Okay, so shox going to go for the self-flash and find the frag. He's very good at that. Does it in Apps on Inferno as well. There's another example of what he can do on his own. Not only does he find himself the frag, but also some information as to how many players are in that particular area, which means that the rest of his team can concentrate elsewhere. So shox going to find himself another frag onto Guardian, expecting Guardian maybe to have some support. He will look for the third, but Zeus will be the one to win that one. Happy though, has found himself the flank and found himself the bomb. As soon as he realized that the bomb was there, you saw him adjust. NBK going for a very sneaky spot, ever changing his location in the drop zone, find himself 2 frags and another round. So EnVy starting to claw their way back into the round here. Back into the game, excuse me. So NaVi has finally been forced onto an eco. And we'll see if EnVy can hold. They're 4 rounds behind at the moment. We've got a number of people over towards long here for the T's. They're going to find a trade onto shox. So that'll be a rifle picked up, but there will be already 3 NB players over into their area. Spray down coming in from NBK. He's picked up 2. He will fall to Guardian, but he'll have the information. The bomb, though, coming in underpass. They may not realize where it is, but there's already a flank here from EnVy, but Seized has heard the sound cue, and he will position himself to go for a quick one-tap. If Smith chooses to push the angle, we will see. For now, he's going to play the distance game and just make sure that the NaVi players are basically trapped. They have nowhere to go now. See, they're both just waiting for the flank. Waiting for the CTs to play for information, but the CTs can be patient. And look at the distance that Smith has put between himself and Seized. So EnVy confident about where all the remaining players are. They will just sit and wait. They don't need to push NaVi. Guardian going for the entry, finds an entry, gets traded by Happy. Now we see the movement from Smiths. Again, more sound cues for Seized to play with. I think they might have seen each other there, and Seized will manage to escape. Maybe he can make it to the B bomb site and find a plant. You saw a bit of an angle there for Smith to try and get a plant. Ooh, Seized could go for the connector play, expecting the CTs to rotate. This is absolute madness now. He made the right decision there, and he's going to put himself in a 1 versus 1 with a picked up AWP. Not often you find Seized with an AWP. We'll see if he can use it. Smith's coming in. Can he stop the plant? He can't stop the plant, but he will find the frag. And he will take the AWP as well. 8-5 now. EnVy 3 rounds behind. That was great dancing through the bullets there by Seized. Again, just using all the information given to him with the sound cues from the CTs. Full nades for both sides. All AKs for NaVi once again. Going to be short of the AWP money, or maybe they opted for the nades instead. Again, this is a very nade-heavy map. Right, so you can see 4 NaVi players. They're changing their approach now. Lots of spray, lots of pressure around the A side. Lots of noise made. We'll see if they use this and rotate elsewhere, or if they're just making sure that EnVy aren't getting a bit too aggressive, too confident in the game with the momentum they have going for them at the moment. Seed spotted. Got that counter flash coming in as kioShiMa decides to smoke off behind him to make sure there is no flank coming in. Meanwhile, over towards long, we have frags coming for both sides, but Happy will get a 2-man spray down, leaving them with a 2-man advantage until Seized finds that frag onto Smiths. Smiths fired the shot, but Seized was more accurate on this occasion. Happy covering the bomb and covering Guardian's chest of bullets. Seized elbow will expose him, and EnVy will find another round. So again, we had a solid start here from the CTs. Sorry, from the Ts. But NV have made their way all the way back. Okay, we're going to go into the last round with the buy for both sides. NBK limited to the FAMAS after the attrition war in the previous round. That's going to be a great peek from kioShiMa. He'll take some flame damage, but he will find a frag. That's what matters at the end of the day. Sees again, just being wary of the drop zone, looking for any potential boosts. And again, something you commonly saw in older versions of the game as well as new. Throwing the flash in, making the CTs look away as you peek before the flash goes off to try and get a cheap frag, and he will find both players in the drop zone, pick up the bomb and just stroll away. Got to be careful though, as there is a CT close. He may have heard him. It's shox, and shox has moved up through underpass towards long, leaving a smoke there which may slow C's down. Now he's kind of disconnected from his teammate Zeus here. Zeus will provide Happy with a nasty surprise there. They have the man advantage. Now it's going to be down to Smiths. The only thing he has to his advantage is that he can maybe get himself a 1 versus 1 while the bomb is planted if he moves fast enough. But you can see Zeus is waiting for him and he may hear him coming. And Smith's firing behind him suggests that he has no idea where these T's are. And indeed, Zeus will be the one to claim the last round for NaVi, taking it to 9-6. So reasonable recovery for the CT side, but now we can see what they can do with the freedom of the T side. Let's look at the kill. So NV caught up on the scoreboard now. Happy, NBK and shox putting in work. And now they're going to really need to rack up the frags, as again they are on the T side, so they're not limited as much as they would be on the CT side, playing certain areas where they may not find so many frags. They need to straight up murder these guys if they want to take it. Again, NaVi, Cobble being a strong match for them. Alright, so here comes the push from the T side, and it's going to be all the players over towards A. Smith's only checking one half of the door. Blind spot going to be punished by the CTs there, getting the first frag. Trade's coming in though from the T side, so it's 4 versus 4 as the CTs try and hold. Flash is going to come out, but not fast enough. NBK and Happy going to get themselves 2 frags, and they're going to push. They're going to force the aggression while the teammates get the bomb down. Edouard coming in for the flank, but Happy's coming in with the CZ, jumping around the corner. Is going to find himself the frag. Just down to this Guardian now. P2000 and Kevlar is all he has versus 4 players. No kit either. There's 1 frag. Hunting for the other players, but he will run out of bullets, and the trades will come in for the T's. NV take the pistol. Alright, so some pistols will be bought by the CT side. Actually, looks like they're going for the force there. First it was pistols, then they kind of went back and went for the full force. They do not want NV to catch up. They want to break them. They want to pick up these weapons. 4 MAC-10s coming out for the T side, and the AK onto NBK. So we'll see what he can get done with that. Shox will be the first to open things up. kioShiMa taking down flamie. So far so good here. Again, it is a force from NaVi, but they don't really have the helmets to take on these MAC-10s, which is always a problem. Ooh, that could have been Zeus coming in to take down kioShiMa, but that was a very timely flashbang. However, he will take him down eventually, but that will be the only frag for the force buying NaVi side. And again, Threat has made some recent comments with regards to the CTs going for force buys on the second round and how successful they generally are. It will depend on the maps as well. Some maps will be more difficult than others, like maybe Dust 2 for example. But here we go. NV 1 round behind now. Jumping MAC-10 around the corner And you can't expect much to happen for NaVi here. Double dink for Happy will take him down. kioShiMa will be standing tall in the middle of nowhere. I don't know why he was standing around like that. Just exposing himself to the entire site. What the purpose of that was. NaVi quite spread out around the map, but they've got an AK and a Mac 10. The AK is going to be the only thing left with 3 NV players in tow. Let's see, I mean, flamie has an option to try and save this gun for the next round. But it looks like he's going to see what he can do here. See if he can find himself an early frag, but no armor. That aim punch is going to be horrible. So maybe saving it was the better idea. However, he is a very prolific fragger, a prolific clutcher as well, so you can't really deny him either option. Nine to 9 now, the buy coming out for NaVi, and you can see what happens when you go for that force buy in second round and you lose. You end up with next to no nades on your buy. So they're going to have smokes, maybe the odd flashbang here or there. Edouard trying to get in there again with the lack of the flashbangs, but it's not going to happen. 2 players down very quickly for the NaVi side. Zeus trying to pull things back into the favour of his team. Guardian coming in for support. The bomb though is still in a passive area, so even if the players go down here, they still have options available to them. Those are the flashbangs we see over the wall that we spoke about recently. And Smith is not going to have the range advantage. Continuing with the Mac 10 is interesting, but let's see if he can make it work. He's got support from his teammates. There was an M4 just through the crack on the wall, just to the left of where Happy was standing, so maybe he didn't see it as he has now upgraded his gun. So the gamble's paid off there. 4 versus 1, only sees to try and save his gun now for the next round, which flamie could have also done in the previous round. And then they would have had some more grenades to work with as well. So now it's NaVi finding themselves on difficult times in the CT half. But again, I think there were a few small things that maybe you could argue they could have done better there with regards to saving that AK and having more nades. So we're seeing a fast push from the T's, it seems, over towards the B bomb site. Again, this is very common strat. You see Simple doing it on his own for flip side, carving people up like it's a Sunday roast. Season Guardian, Deagle and a P250. No armor, no nades, not much else. C's will go down. No kills for the team yet. Guardian will be the last one, and he is miles away. He's rotated his position, maybe to try and get some sneaky exit frags. Maybe to try and catch somebody off guard as they go hunting. See if he can pick himself up a weapon for the following round. NV headed towards a 2-round lead now. And the timing. Guardian, I don't know what his... if he was going to try and go through the fire there or something, but Happy... oh, the timing. Happy's going to look away at the wrong time. He will get fragged. Guardian will go to pick up the AK, and I don't think the rest of the team... oh, they are going to try and chase him down, but he will survive. So, an AK taken into the next round. And that should allow Guardian to... actually, Edouard's picked up an AWP, but I was wondering if they were going to pick up 2 because Guardian was sitting on $4,900, but it seems Edouard's going to be the one going with the AWP and Guardian will be rolling with the AK. So I guess this is a positional thing rather than Edouard AWPing over Guardian, generally speaking. But again, he had the option to buy an AWP himself and throw this gun to one of his teammates, but let's see if this works for the team. One thing to bear in mind is NV should have an idea as to where all the players play on the map. So if they're expecting Guardian to be in with an AWP towards the underpass and they see he's got an AK, Edouard could take them by surprise and find a few frags. However, he will be shot straight in the head there by kioShiMa. Good opening by the T side. Remainder of NV spread across the map. 2 people towards B as they try to apply more pressure. kioShiMa heavily tagged. flamie hiding behind a tree quite literally, untouched at the moment. Can see Zeus keeping an eye on the drop zone as the bomb is still headed towards A. So Happy will be the first to go down for NV. And Smiths will give his team a significant advantage as the A site has been cleared out now. Let's see what kind of bomb plant. They go for an open bomb plant, so this can be defended from multiple areas. There are really bad bomb plants, like where NBK is standing now, just in that corner. If you put it there as a T, you make it harder for yourself. If a CT gets onto the site and you're not on the site, it's hard to defend in comparison to other open bomb plants. However, the remaining CTs will go for the save here, Zeus and Guardian with an AWP and an AK respectively. I'm quite curious to see where this AWP goes in the following round. Looking at their money, or lack of it, they may have to eco. Because Guardian and Zeus have armor, it makes sense for them to swap these guns around in the next round. And continue rocking those.
Terrorists win.
Okay, so we are going to see the gun swapping, but they're going to go for the force. And they've got a chunky bit of money, actually. They've got a reasonable buyout here. Well, they've lost a lot of rounds in a row, which would explain that. So excuse me for not paying attention. We've seen it go down to the wire in a few rounds, so they'll have their buyout. Guardian missing the first shot, playing in the spot where Edouard was. In fact, they've committed 4 people over towards the site, but still not finding the frag there. kioShiMa is going to be left to run distraction over towards the B bomb site. See if he can contain the 4 players, while we have 3 people coming towards A. And with no trade attempts coming in for the T's, Guardian will head over towards the other side of the map. shox is holding an angle of his own. Happy goes down towards B as well. So now, now we have 5 men versus the 3 of Envy. Smith will be the first one to find himself a frag. Ooh, they could spin this round if NBK can win a duel here. He's reset his position, going to have a teammate try and find a frag for him, but he'll get it in the end. Taking down flamie as well, so nice work there by NBK. Zeus coming in with the AWP. That Molotov will be important, and Smith has an important... Oh, they're blocking each other through! And Smith's... the timing on that whole situation was completely ridiculous. If one of them had gone through first without blocking each other, Smith probably finds a frag there. But they blocked each other for the second. That made him push. And then they got the frag instead, leaving NBK in a 2 versus 1. Only with 18 HP, he'll get taken down as well. If they didn't block each other through that vent, then Envy probably win the round. That is how ridiculous the situation is.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Double AWPs coming out for NaVi now. Edouard and Guardian going to be rocking with them, which means we should see Guardian over towards the... Actually, they're both going towards the A side. This is interesting. So they're going to have 3 people towards B, and 1 long A, and 1 in the underpass with an AWP set up as well. This is something I haven't seen before. Let's see if it works out for them. Going to have the rifles over towards the B bomb site. So far, so good. They're going to spin around Zeus's and try and find a frag onto the drop zone. Ins the trade there by NBK. Smith's coming in for the second one. 3 versus 3, very quickly indeed. Now we've got Edouard and Guardian out of position. Let's see what they can make a difference here. They won't even be needed to. flamie's just going to clean up the rest of the operation himself and close the gap down to 1. But look at the money on the Envy side. They are swimming in the money despite losing 2 rounds in a row. Double AWPs continue here for the NaVi side. Again, they were very late to the party indeed. Got the Molotovs coming out for the CTs as well. 3 mollies, in fact. Whereas there's still a bit of a rarity over towards the Envy side. Happy and Smith carrying the mollies. They'll be more concerned with the guns. There's the first frag on the board there for kioShiMa in round 24. This map seems to be going down to the wire after a good start from NaVi. Oh, kioShiMa going to find the angle on Zeus, who was just going around the corner looking higher rather than lower. Didn't hear the sound cue of kioShiMa falling in, and he will find himself another frag onto flamie as well. While kioShiMa is clearing out the B bomb site, Happy will get the biggest spray down of all time onto Edouard to take Envy to a 2-round lead and put them on 13. So in this round we've got flamie with a HE, C's with a smoke, and pistols. And that's about it. flamie going to be on his lonesome towards the B bomb site for now. There's 2 players coming in towards the B bomb site, but he's going to be... Let's see if he can hold this actually. kioShiMa's taken some damage. That nade has been exhausted already. We've got 3 T players. Apparently flamie got a team kill nade in the previous round, which I didn't spot. NaVi picking up an AK, but again they are on the eco here, which should put EnVy on 14 rounds. Edouard with what has to be a slow flank, otherwise with no armor he's just going to get exposed by the EnVy aimers. And there is NBK, who will do exactly that. Leaving just Guardian to do what he can here. Ooh, gets a few dinks onto NBK through the wall, and we'll finish him off. Let's see if he can save this AK, but how much damage will it do? EnVy continuing with the AWP and 2 AKs and lots of money, so they don't even care at this point. They can just go for the hunt immediately. And we have Smith has spotted Guardian, but Guardian's a fair distance away. Although his only means of escape now is actually the ladder into T-spawn, which Happy is now covering, so he's got to be careful about his route of escape. You can see he was ready to go down the ladder, but there was enough time for him to run. Okay, the force coming out once again from the NaVi side. You can see the nades lacking as they have never really got their economy off the ground here in the second half. The AK on C's, the 4 M4s onto the remainder of the players here for NaVi. flamie lacking a helmet, but that won't matter much. NaVi stacking 4 players over towards B bomb site, including one over towards the drop zone. But Smith's just going to charge in there and facing with the bomb as well. EnVy just with so much confidence here. Down to 3 versus 3. They're just charging NaVi. And they have the money to do so, and they have a 3-round lead as well. But they'll be wise to not allow NaVi to get too close to their score. Just down to Happy now versus 2. Ooh, gonna tag Guardian, but in the wrong place. He'll be left with 33 HP. Happy being tagged himself, and he won't be able to find a frag in time. So NaVi claw 1 round back. Again, despite winning the round there, you can see the limitations for the NaVi side. Guardian only has a HE. Edouard only, well, he has no nades whatsoever. So again, EnVy in a position where they can keep up the pressure here. We'll see if they manage to do it well. Continuous abuse of T main from the T side. You can see they currently have kioShiMa in that direction. Although NaVi will be the first to get the frag here. So you have to be careful with this duel because he may run out of bullets, but he will find a frag indeed. Down to 3 versus 3 now. EnVy have had great success in that drop zone, just running in and just shooting players in the head and the chest wherever they can. The bomb rotating away from A. I'm not sure how much sound Guardian will have heard there, but you can see there's a dead body from EnVy, which may have warded them off into another direction. But also, Happy's got a bit of real estate for himself over towards the B bomb site. And Zeus's days may be numbered here, as they saw where that smoke came from. Ooh, he's going to manage to escape without taking any damage, but he's going to cross the line again. Indeed he will. So it will be a 3 versus 3 retake here for the CT side. flamie going to take down Smith, be traded by Happy, and Zeus creeping onto the side. I'm not sure if they've seen him. He's got gunfire coming his way, and he's got to be careful here as he's only got 20 HP. NBK will take him down, left of 8 HP versus Guardian. He's going to have a nade in his hand, looking the wrong way, and Guardian will sneakily find the final frag of the round. Now the money is going to be super important. EnVy still able to buy here, and NaVi, their economy is almost getting worse as these rounds go on. Now we're going to see the FAMASs come out for the side. Two defuse kits on the NaVi team. 3 flashbangs. A CT side of 3 flashbangs is a CT side with a broken economy. And only 2 smoke grenades. So they will be able to delay things over towards B for not very long at all. Leaving 2 towards A and 3 towards drop in B are the CT side. Bomb headed towards A at the moment with 2 in support. And NaVi, with the shortage of nades, etc., will start to ask questions. Of the timing, Smith's going to look away at the wrong time, but the trade going to come in 2 for NBK. The CTs have seen the bomb, however, but all the rotation coming. Let's have a look. flamie and Zeus slowly creeping through the smoke there. That might give EnVy a few precious seconds. They've got a rotation of their own coming in. But you're going to see a full rotation here from the CTs, but are there going to be too many angles for them to hold? flamie's going to find himself a frag. But they'll know where he is. We'll see dancing around the APC at the moment. shox finding the frag just about, and flamie surviving with 12 HP. Edouard, the last man now, needs to clutch, otherwise NV will find himself on match point, and there it is, match point for NV, surviving with 3 players. NaVi have had a continually crushed economy, and after winning the previous round, look at the money they have left. This is brutal for NaVi. Not impossible, but brutal. They're going to head over to drop zone again and the B-bomb site. They've got seized in an aggressive position with a pop flash for the underpass area, it seems. You see boosts coming in from the CT side. That's something I don't think they've done yet. So seized. Oh, he's thrown his pop flash already, actually. There are no more nades here for the NaVi side, so they're going to need a miracle to get through this. Lots of tech 9s for the team. You can see NV have expended a number of nades as well. We've got challenges going on towards the B-bomb site. Trades coming in. Edouard has picked up an AK as well. He's going to come in with a flank and take down kioShiMa. So now they know that half the map is clear of NV players and they can concentrate on the rest of it and maybe pick up some weapons on the way. 4 versus 2 now. Sees taking down Smith. NBK will be the last person. Now it's a case of how much damage can he do to the team going into the next round. Unless he gets a crazy clutch, but that may seem unlikely at the moment. You'll see Seas and take him down, taking a lot of damage. Insta trade coming in. flamie to take down NBK. And now we're into crunch time. Smith's only with $1,600. We'll see what kind of drop he can get. So, difficult times for both teams. Now you can see NV starting to finally lack in the inventory there. The nades are going to be limited. NaVi banking on it being an A push, and they're going to get the information, but they're going to get fragged. Zeus is going to be the first to go down, so man advantage here for NV. However, we have the information advantage for the CTs, and look at the... they're basically just closing a net onto the Ts now. They've got a flank coming in from Seized, who could take down Happy here. Indeed, that's going to be a very important frag, because that gives them a lot of angles to hold down the A-bomb site now. Edouard coming in from the other flank, leaving only NBK and shox with basically no map control as they are surrounded. Now NBK turning the flank into a flank. We've got flanks on flanks now, but he has no bomb. He has 50 seconds. He has Galil. Picks up the AK. That's going to be an important change. We'll see if that reload gives off a sound cue as to where he might be. I don't know if anyone is close enough to hear that. But again, he's going to look forward and get shot from behind by Edouard. Meaning we are going to overtime. NV strung a hell of a lot of rounds together on that T side, unfortunately. Once you get into overtime, it doesn't show you the rounds anymore on this map for some reason. So we can't look at that right now. NBK up there with 29 frags for his team, leading the server. So for those of you unfamiliar with overtime at FACEIT, it's MR5. MR5 means 5 rounds on each half as opposed to 15. Starting money $16,000. Speaking of starting money, Guardian going in all in with the buy straight away there. He should find a frag onto Happy as well. You know Guardian's going to make that frag all day. Finally being traded by NBK, but it's still the man advantage to the CTs. The information as well, they know there's at least 2 players and the bomb over towards this long area. And flamie coming in with 2 more kills. That's a monster individual performance by both Guardian and flamie. And there it is. A super clean round from NaVi. Will go through the flames. Not picking up the AWP though, which is surprising. He's going to buy one for Guardian and throw it over. Again, it is MR5, so if these rounds don't start to go their way, then they may lament not picking up that AWP later on. But for now, we'll have to see. So again, NaVi putting the numbers over towards the B bomb site, leaving only Guardian here actually. We've got a crab ball coming in from Smith, but he won't expose himself. Oh my god, his head just got completely removed from his shoulders. And out of the sky like a pigeon from a shotgun does shox get blasted into oblivion. 2 early frags here for the NaVi side. Edouard has a blind spot and he will just about get the frag onto kioShiMa there, left of 35 HP. This round looking somewhat disastrous for Envy at the moment. Edouard will play the same spot and set himself up for a pop flash. You can see NBK was peeking over towards another part of the map, but he will go down. And the bomb's left over as well, so clean. A second round of overtime from NaVi. Okay, so we've got a fast push attempt coming in from Envy. However, Guardian is ready and waiting. First frag coming his way, and he's been so good at holding down this area in overtime. He doesn't even need to scope from those distances, even though he did on that occasion. That's an insane snap from Guardian. This guy is just too good with the AWP. This is a brutal CT half here from NaVi, just shutting down Envy time and time again. Pause coming in. I think we may have a timeout again, guys. This is the only match we're going to have today on FACEIT TV 2. The rest will resume on FACEIT TV 1. And make sure you follow the channel at FACEIT TV 1. Or just FACEIT TV, I suppose. Because when we get to 575k, of which we're not far away, we're giving away an M4 HAL, a Bayonet Crimson Web, Minimal Web, which belongs to me, and an Asimov, which will be an open raffle for everyone. The first 2 will be for subscribers only. But anyway, make sure you mash that follow button, guys. Alright, so Envy have lost 3 of 3 in the overtime, and again, this is MR5, which is a really bad deficit to have at the moment. It's a very bad deficit to have. And as soon as this match finishes, we will be able to Virtus Pro versus Envy back on the main channel, FACEIT TV. So we're currently just shy of 569,000 followers on FACEIT, and again, guys, 575 giveaway bonanza. And that's before we even mention 600,000. We're going to be going for 2 Dragon Lore attempts for subscribers, and a StatTrak AK-47 Aquamarine Revenge will also be given away, and a Bayonet Blue Steel will be the open raffle available to everyone. But enough about giveaways, we're back into the match. Giveaways make for great filler, by the way. Okay. Let's see if Envy can change things up here. They're going for the 5 AKs, excuse me. Guardian will continue his aggression in the mid-area, finding himself a tag onto NBK, and a lot of info for his team. Look at the rotation coming in, and an aggressive push. They're going to shut down half the map, while at the same time bolstering their defense of the other side. Guardian taking down shox, but he's not moving back. He's looking for more frags. This time he'll miss the shot, and Envy will take his scalp on this occasion. There's still a man down, however, and they've dropped the bomb in the flames. Actually, no, kioShiMa is carrying it, so that must have been something else. We've got Molotovs coming out from the CT side to try and control the map, while flamie rotates, but the rotate will be punished by kioShiMa. This should allow a potential plant situation for the T side. Bit of a wallbang spray coming in there, but it won't do much. NBK going to go down. The bomb will not get planted in time. Smith's being the only one left now versus the 2 of NaVi. Crossfire coming in, and he runs out of bullets at the wrong time. 4 out of 4 for NaVi. This could be a short overtime. Okay, again, NaVi just confidently leaving only Guardian over towards the A-bomb site. And they'll just ferry everyone else over towards A. Guardian, he's hunting. Guardian finds. So does Seize with a grenade. looking like a 5-0 for NaVi at the moment. Yeah, it's pretty much confirmed here. Only shox and Smiths remaining. Guardian miss another uncharacteristic miss there. Will leave a smidgen of hope for Smiths and shox in the last round of the first half. However, now it's just down to the bomb carrier shox with an AWP versus 4. This is looking very unlikely indeed. Flamie on the auto sniper as well. I'm just counting a second before he goes down here. There we go, Flamie with the black will get the job done, and that's 5-0. Every round will be match point in the second half here for NaVi. Okay, so it's all in here for the NB side again. They're going double auto sniper like we saw earlier. Smiths over towards the B bomb site, Happy towards the underpass. 3 CTs over towards B. NaVi starting passively again. They know that Envy can be a pretty crazy team, have mad aggressive pushes, but there won't be any for now. Just starting to emerge through A long, while the NB side is spread out. Not seeing the aggression down T main over towards B. I don't know why Guardian just threw his gun on the floor there. Maybe he was... I don't know if that was an accident or if he wanted to suggest a bomb was there, but a bomb is there. So that doesn't make any sense. So I can only presume he just pressed the wrong key on his keyboard. Or someone said, throw down your weapons, and he actually took it literally. shox is in a potential creep spot. Gonna find Zeus as well, actually. This may speed up things here for the NaVi side, indeed. We're seeing lots of activity now from the T side. CT's taken some damage, but they haven't lost a single player yet, and they're going to have a third person coming over. That's going to be NBK. He's got so many frags for the team so far. Can they continue here on Cobblestone, where they're facing match point continuously? 2 frags coming in for the NaVi side so far. Edouard searching for more. NBK's going to snap his face off. Trade coming in from Flamie. Only kioShiMa and Smiths remaining. We're talking a retake with an M4 and an auto sniper. This should not be doable here for the CT side. C's just holding an angle, just waiting and baiting. But he will not push, as Smiths did. So, kioShiMa to do what he can. What that is, I don't know. Ooh, C's forced out of position. But they've spotted him, and this round's pretty much over. Smiths finds one. He won't find Guardian in time. That's going to be 21-15. NaVi taking it in overtime. Very strong performance by them. So, again, guys, that's going to be it for